Welcome to Ag East of Salem. I'm Troy Nelson, Ag Engineer from South Dakota State University.
And I'm Scott Pearson, agronomist from Brown Institute.
Christmas is an annual event celebrated once a year by kids and adults alike. Today on Ag East of Salem, we are honoring Christmas with our Ag East of Salem Christmas Special.
Today, our guests are local farmer Brian Ringler. Brian has been looking for additional income during the winter months and has found an interesting way to make additional money. Also, we have local forester Bart Caribou, who will show us how to pick out a Christmas tree. Local chicken farmer Dan Eisenhower, who will show us how to make free-range eggnog. And our musical guest is Emil Helper with some Yuletide favorites. Now, let's meet our guests.
And here we are with our guest for this episode of Ag East of Salem. Today we have Bart Caribou, who will help us with the tree.
And we also have Mr. Helper, our musical guest this week.
Also with us is Brian Ringler. He'll show us how he's earning money over this Christmas holiday.
And finally, local chicken farmer Dan Eisenhower, who will teach us how to make free-range eggnog. Yes, Mr. Helper.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
How come we talk so funny?
I think they're robots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, anywho, Mr. Caribou, I understand you're going to help us pick out a Christmas tree this year.
Yes, I am.
And how are we going to do that?
Well, we're going to walk out of this room, and we're going to go outside, and we're going to get a really big saw, and we're going to walk around and find the best tree we can find, and we're just going to cut the son of a bitch down.
Well, that sounds fascinating.
When you pick a Christmas tree, could you give our viewers tips on how to pick a good tree?
First of all, you want to make sure the tree is big. Make sure it's really, really big. Second of all, and this is probably the most important, I think, make sure it's green. Because if they're brown and you put the lights on them, fire. If you don't have fire insurance, then you're screwed.
So your tips are to get a big tree and one that is green.
Correct.
Thank you. Perhaps we should go and get that tree for the rest of our show.
Let's go get it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
What are we supposed to do here?
We'll just wait here.
Okay.
Whew. Here we are. Here's the tree.
Well, that's a fine, tall, green-looking tree.
Yeah, no, not that tree. Not that tree. This tree right here.
What
This
tree?
tree. Look at this one.
Oh my goodness.
Look.
That is
See, and the best thing about it is, it's already decorated. It's got, what do they call this, garland? They got garland, tinsel stuff. There's lights on it already. And there's one other problem.
what is that?
This tree right here.
Yes.
Did you guys bring a saw?
A saw?
I did not bring a saw.
See, I forgot my saw too, and being the Christmas tree man, but I'm always prepared. I brought this, and I don't think that we're going to be able to use this to cut down that, but I bet we could use this to cut down this.
That probably would be correct. You know, that is also good for buttering toast in the morning.
Oh, it's very good for buttering toast. And it's got a little serrated edge there on the end, so we should be able to cut this down really good.
Okay.
Should I get at her?
Get to cutting
Get to
then.
cutting.
Let us harvest this tree. This looks very close to the corn you squeezed
this fall, Scott.
That is correct, Troy. Although I think this corn is past the harvest stage and will serve us fine as a Christmas tree-like substitute.
There.
Can you tell us, Bart, where you learned your forestry skills at?
Well, you mean the back and forth cutting thing?
Yes, that is
Well,
correct.
To be honest with you, I learned this motion right here from watching a lot of movies.
A lot of movies.
A lot of movies you can buy at the movie places.
Okay.
And, you know, one thing that confuses me about those movies, a lot of people think they're bad, but look out, the tree's blown over. Because they got them 3 X's on there.
Yes?
But I don't know, I think they're kind of nice to watch. And let's grab this tree up
Yeah.
here.
Troy, why don't you carry that into the studio for
Very
us
good.
there?
That's a fine job of cutting you did,
Right.
Caribou.
Yeah, this way. This way.
Look at this fine tree
Look at that
Bart
thing.
found for us.
Well, that was fascinating.
Wasn't that supposed to be big and green?
Yeah, like I said, you're gonna make one and not a brown one because they're gonna start on fire.
Well, we got a problem this year. Drought. And if anybody knows about drought, it's these AEOS East Salem guys. Drought. You want to tell us about drought?
That is correct. Drought occurs when there is no water.
See?
But let's celebrate anyway with the plugging in and lighting of the tree.
Look at that.
Ooh, wow.
Oh.
Pretty.
Wow.
Well, that is fascinating. With the tree lighted and plugged in, it seems like now would be a very good time. Whoa! Fire!
I'll take care of this. I'm an expert at trees. I'll take care of this.
Think it lit?
Well, that was very good handling of an emergency situation.
Will I slide down like they do on real talk shows now?
That is correct, yes. Proper etiquette when being on a talk show indicates that when one guest leaves, the others all slide over.
The slide.
That is correct, yes. Well, as I started to mention before, now would be a very good time for a Christmas carol.
Ah, yes, the Christmas Carol, a traditional Christmas event.
Oh,
I guess so. You are our musical. Do you have a guitar with you?
I got one right here. I got a green one because it's Christmas. See?
And what song will you be playing for us today?
Well, I'll tell you about it. This you're like an ag show, right? So it's like country. So I'm gonna do a country Christmas song.
A country Christmas song.
Here we go. Ready? You guys ready?
Oh, yeah,
All right.
ready.
Yeah.
Now it's time to hear the story of local farmer Brian Ringler. Brian had a very tough year this year because of the drought, which for those of you who don't know,
Sit up so they can see.
yes, drought occurs when not enough rain falls to the ground.
That is correct, Scott. But Brian, as a farmer, has the wherewithal to make a go of business where he needs to do it.
What?
Anyway, Brian, tell us about what you've done.
Well, as you know, this summer, I had a little bit of trouble. Crops were all going bad, and I wasn't able to make ends meet because of it. So I decided to do with what I have and try out the big city and make a little extra money.
And how have you been doing that, Brian?
Well, as luck would have it, I brought some videotape along of me doing that new work.
You mean this?
Yeah. Well, very good, Brian. Let's roll that tape. Help the poor man! Help the poor! Help the poor! Oh, thank you, sir. Help for the poor! Even though you're turning left, you still help me out over here. Help the poor man out for Christmas? That's a bad time for the crops. Do you know taps?
I go?
Go? Why do you want to go?
Well, the hat and everything's kind of giving me an allergic reaction.
Okay, well, before you go, let me just present you with this. We have an ear of corn.
Not squeezed yet.
That is correct. And a can of corn, courtesy of our sponsors this week, the South Dakota Corn Board. There you go.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, and have a Merry Christmas.
Good luck with that rash.
Slide down.
Yeah, you gotta slide down.
I got it.
Guests are dropping on their shore like flies.
And our last guest
Is local chicken farmer Dan Eisenhower. Dan raises free-range chickens, believe it or not, in the city.
So, Dan, when we go hunting for free-range eggs in the city, where's the best place to look for eggs?
Well, the free-range city chickens, they like to lay the eggs where they're camouflaged. They're a little bit hard to find, you know. You might see them under a bush or in a bunch of rocks that look a little bit egg-shaped, kind of. I think there could be one around here somewhere.
So-
Hey, I think I found one.
Well, I'll be dang. So that's a free-range city chicken egg.
That is right.
So what came first, Dan? The chicken or the egg? So would you do a hefty chick?
You got eggs?
So are eggs really fattening, or is that just a myth?
Oh, that's absolutely true. That's why people here where we are, the chickens, they like to lay the egg right in front of here.
How do you know an egg is good for eggnog?
Oh, well, we've got the drop test. Okay, we've moved where we won't disturb anybody by doing our drop test.
Okay.
All we do, we hold the arms straight out at arm's length,
Yeah.
let go. It broke. That means it's good for eating.
Oh, very good. So, Dan, do chickens like watch TV, you think?
They like TV, but not this channel.
Well, why do you think we find eggs here, then?
Oh, they like to lay the already rotten ones here.
Oh.
This is really strange.
Well, how the heck did the chicken get its butt up there to lay an egg in the tailpipe of this vehicle?
Don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It's a huge chicken. Maybe it was trying to do something else.
Suppose it's good?
Sure.
All right, I'll eat it. I think we have enough eggs to make your famous eggnog. Perhaps
right.
we should head back to the studio.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, let's go to the kitchen and make the eggnog now.
Welcome to.
All right, Dan.
All right.
Show us how you make that famous eggnog.
We've got all our ingredients here.
We also have corn,
Whole kernel corn.
courtesy of our friends at the South Dakota Corn Growing Association.
That's right.
What about this? I noticed this is interesting.
Well, this is the best ingredient, the secret ingredient. This is Santa Rat's pepper and stuff. I've used other brands of pepper and stuff, but they don't even compare to Santa Rat's.
Very good. We also have our free-range eggs. We've got, how many eggs do you usually use to make this thing?
About 10.
About 10? Okay. That's too bad because we got about 8 here. Okay. And we have some sort of brownish liquid. What is that?
Well, this is fresh farm water. Don't you recognize this?
Oh yes, well water, I believe.
Right.
The real
From East
farmers
River.
call it. That is correct. Yes.
Right. And one more ingredient is our Boston baked beans candy.
Okay.
That's what I smell. I smelled something very equalizing.
That's right.
All right. Well, where do we start?
Well, I think we'll begin with the most important ingredient in eggnog, the egg.
The eggs. Okay.
That's right.
Let's see. How do we do this here?
Well, most people would tell you to break open the egg and just put the insides into there. But we want the high calcium in eggnog. So we're going to actually put the whole egg in there.
Of course, you can't see it if you put your hand in there.
Just like that.
Just like that. Well,
And hit.
there's an easier way to do that. It smells like that sticky Stephanie Fisher egg we got at Fox.
Oh, right.
How about like this?
That even works better.
Yeah. Wow, that looks very interesting. What is next?
Well, next
Oh,
one.
wait a minute. Oh my
What?
gosh, did you cut yourself?
Oh, look at that. I think I did.
Ooh,
You
gonna
must
get
have been
that
on an eggshell.
poisoning from eggs, won't you?
Oh, yeah. I get it all the time. It's not that bad.
You know, maybe you ought to cut your fingernails too.
Don't eat the ingredients yet. Wait till they're in the eggnog. Let's go ahead and put the corn in now.
Okay.
You want a bite too?
Yes, I do. Thanks. Mmm. Those corn growers make some good corn there, Scott. So we don't need to strain the corn.
That's right. You can just put it straight in. The corn water is good for it.
Yeah, corn juice has many different uses. One of which is an eggnog. There we go. Okay, now we've got the corn in.
Did you scratch my nose, somebody?
Okay, now we've got the corn in. What do we do next then?
Well, we're gonna save the best for last. So first, we're gonna put in the Boston baked beans.
Boston baked beans. Okay,
Mmm.
there we go. That's a nice. Now, as the eggnog sets up. Okay, why don't we put some pepper in here? Our director's saying we're running short on time.
Okay.
Which for this show is hard to believe.
It's smelling very good right now.
Yeah,
That texture, boy.
there we go.
Mmm.
I haven't got to add an ingredient yet. What's left?
Well, we've still got our fresh water. Why
Oh,
don't you go
yes.
ahead and put that in?
Yep, that's fresh right from
Right from
Montrose
the
area.
well. Dan did make some up earlier. Why don't we get that out here and serve that up?
Already chilled.
Already chilled and whatnot and so forth.
Hey,
and so
I made
on.
it!
Okay.
Want some eggnog?
You wouldn't believe what happened to me. I even lost my bucket.
Boy, that is a long walk on the way over there, you know.
Did you get
Okay.
lost?
Yeah?
Okay, here we go. Now, Dan, can you explain how it goes from a nice chocolatey color to a nice white color as it sits in the fridge?
It's a mystery
It's
of
magic.
Magic.
Mystery of
Wow.
science. That's what it is.
Magical farm free-range eggnog.
I gotta go find my bucket. You guys, hold on. I'll meet you back on the couch.
Okay, that sounds good.
Now, ladies, we gotta drink this crap or what?
It's gonna be good. I'm telling you.
Alright.
All the.
You gotta do like a toast.
Yeah.
They're the hosts. Toast away.
Let's have a toast, Scott.
To another successful Ag East of Salem episode.
Thank
Well, ugh. Tastes like gas.
Yeah, it's the best batch ever.
Could use a little more egg and a little less nog.
You know, Troy, this reminds me of the time you harvested that bull seed. Okay.
Well, you know, being that I'm kind of taking over your show, thought maybe we'd, according to the atomic clock you got on the wall, I got time for one more traditional Christmas song.
Well, why don't you play us out?
All right, and everybody sing along, and you can roll your egg credits over this.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell.
I'm on a highway.
Highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell.
Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle
Merry Christmas! Help us more!
days to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
Ooh, that one was really right. Come on, law enforcement, help me out.
So would you do a fat chick? She got eggs.
The fields we go.
She would if she just came from sunshine. Yeah, all right.
Merry Christmas.
Jingle bells, jingle
Oh, sorry.
jingle all the way. What fun it is tonight to drink beer in a one-horse open sleigh. Yay! I need some backup singers, real quick.
As everyone knows, the crops are going bad. As you know, this stuff.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, I find a design, I don't know,